Retiring a millionaire has never been easier. Stick around to the end of the video to find out how. In today's video, we'll be discussing the strategies to employ in order to retire a millionaire. There are many things that people can do in order to accumulate wealth, but these are 3 tried and true strategies to get yourself to that level of retirement income. John, get us started.
Perfect. Thank you, Carlo. We've touched on a couple of these points that we're going to get into, and at the end of the day, you know, going back and forth about it, it's essentially not that difficult to implement, but I find a lot of people find difficulty in keeping that practice going and keeping the degree of consistency. I'd like to kind of consider it the same thing of like even going to the gym. It's not hard to eat one healthy meal. It's not hard to go to the gym for a week. Why isn't everyone healthy? You know, myself included. You fall off the train, but that's where, you know, working with a planner like ourselves, kind of keep yourself focused, is where you get that benefit. So let's get started with the first strategy that people can utilize, and that's an easy one as well. It's saving. We talked about this in videos prior. Saving should be the number one thing that people should be prioritizing in order to start thinking about retirement. Your savings rate is a very integral part of having success in your day-to-day budget, and essentially it should be about 15 to 20% of your gross income should be allocated towards savings. That should be the gold standard. People should be trying to achieve that, and I know it gets difficult now, just with day-to-day living being as expensive as it is, but as long as you focus on your savings, set that money aside first and live on the remainder, that's one excellent strategy to set yourself up for that retirement.
Okay, John, so we've got our savings plan in place.
Yep.
What do we do with that money? The answer is fairly simple. You get it into an asset that will earn a rate of return that makes your plan work. At our office, we use globally diversified portfolios, which, if you're in an all-equity portfolio, should earn you 7 to 8% annualized for the time that you're invested. Mm-hmm. Now, if we're thinking about consistently saving money, get that money into an investment that will, you know, it'll fluctuate. We know that about the market. It will fluctuate, but as long as you keep it in the market, you can achieve that 7-8% rate of return. If we think about that simple formula, the rule of 72, if you're getting 7%, it will take you approximately 10 years to double your money. So depending on the level of savings that you're doing, you could easily get to $1 million over that period of time.
Absolutely, and there's a reason why we brought up savings first and then portfolio second. In the investment world, there's probably going to be a lot of people maybe doing videos just like this that'll probably tell you the opposite, and it's choosing the correct investment. You know, we all wish we could have bought Nvidia at a low value. We all wish we could have bought Amazon at a low value. That's a very difficult thing to do, and if you're continually taking that degree of risk, at some point one of those bets you're making is going to be wrong. At the end of the day, the most important thing you should be prioritizing is what you can control, and that's how much you set aside and how much you save. The second part of that is just investing in the equity markets as a whole and letting them work for you.
We talked about it earlier. The portfolio isn't the most important piece. Yeah. It's the consistency and discipline of staying invested, not making the mistakes when the market is volatile. Long-term market returns is, like I said, between 7 and 8%. You're entitled to that rate of return by staying invested. The moment that you start making changes, getting in and out of the market, you take yourself out of that 7 to 8% long-term rate of return.
Absolutely. So to kind of put a bow on it, the 3 things that is going to be your secret in order to getting to that retirement that you want to achieve, very simple: save. Save 15 to 20% of your gross income. Next is going to be invest that portfolio into a diversified, globally diversified stock-based allocation. And then third, leave it be. Don't touch it. Don't try to withdraw it for any sort of unnecessary trips or anything like that. Hands off. You know that money goes into those investment accounts. That's for the long term. Let the growth of the market, let that compounding interest and compounding returns do its magic and have a successful retirement, whatever that may be. So let us know down in the comment section below. Have you been taking advantage of these strategies? If so, is there anything that's really been lacking, and any way that we could be able to assist you or do another video on maybe to help you going forward? As always, if you do enjoy our content, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. But until next time, I'm John Iaconetti.
I'm Carlo Cancino.
And this has been
Ask TMFG.